Hey everyone! This year is honestly one of the best years for cozy games on Switch and Switch 2. We're talking life sims, puzzle adventures, city builders, and more. There's something for every type of cozy gamer. Let's get into it. Coffee Talk Tokyo drops you back behind a cafe counter, but this time, you're in the neon-lit streets of Tokyo. You play as a barista, serving up drinks to a brand new cast of humans and fantastical beings. Think retired kappas, mysterious it-girls, and all kinds of characters with stories they need to get off their chests. The gameplay loop is familiar if you've played the series before. You mix drinks using hot and cold ingredients, and every cup you make shapes the conversation and the direction of each character's storyline. The new latte art tools, including sprinkle stencils, let you get more creative with your orders. And there's a new social feed called Tomodachi that gives you extra hints and hidden dialogue. The whole thing is wrapped in a chill, lo-fi soundtrack that honestly makes you feel like you're sitting inside a Tokyo cafe at midnight.
Go-Go Town is a city builder that actually has a sense of humor. You get a call from a shady corporation called Townco, and before you know it, you're the new mayor of a rundown tourist trap that they've totally conned you into fixing. So you roll up your sleeves and start building from scratch, placing zones, putting up buildings, setting up subway systems, hiring workers, stocking shops, and automating supply chains to keep the whole thing running. The gameplay scales really naturally, starting simple, then getting surprisingly deep as your town grows. But here's the thing, it's not just a management sim. You can hop in your car, drive around town, hit the arcade, ride your bike, and actually hang out with your residents. There's a fun, chaotic energy to it that keeps things from feeling like a spreadsheet. It's been in early access on PC for a while, and players love it. And now, it's finally coming to Switch as a timed console exclusive. Tomodachi Life is back after more than 12 years, and this one is a big deal. You populate an island with me characters based on your friends, family, celebrities, or pure imagination, and then just watch what happens. You're not exactly playing a story, you're more like observing one. Me's fall in love, get into fights, have awkward roommate situations, and go through daily dramas that are genuinely hilarious. The new game replaces the old apartment building with a full island you can terraform and design yourself, placing homes, shops, and hangout spots wherever you want. For the first time, Miis can live together in the same house, which creates a whole new layer of drama. The Mii creator got a massive upgrade too, with way more customization, including non-binary options and same-gender relationships, something fans have been asking for since forever. There's a Mii news station, a pallet house where you can draw custom stuff, and it genuinely feels alive. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book is a Switch 2 exclusive that leans fully into its hand-drawn storybook art style, and it looks genuinely gorgeous. The setup is simple. A talking encyclopedia named Mr. E falls from the sky on Yoshi's island, and since he can't read his own pages, Yoshi jumps in to help investigate. Each level is a chapter in the book, and each chapter is home to different creatures with their own unique abilities. The core mechanic is all about discovering what those creatures can do. You can eat them, carry them on your back, or interact with them in other ways to unlock new paths and reveal secrets. Some blow bubbles you can ride upward, some make flowers bloom, others change the environment entirely. It's not a challenging platformer. The vibe is relaxed and exploratory, but the experimentation mechanic is genuinely clever and gives you a reason to try everything. Hela is made by the people behind the Unravel series, and you can feel that DNA everywhere. You play as a small but brave mouse, or a team of mice in up to 4-player co-op, and your mission is to help your witch companion who has fallen ill. She spent her whole life healing others, and now it's your turn to return the favor. The game is set in a beautiful, open world, inspired by Scandinavian landscapes. Dense forests, mountain trails, tranquil lakes, all rendered in this gorgeous, painterly style that makes everything feel soft and alive. Gameplay involves exploring the world, foraging for ingredients, brewing potions, solving puzzles, and doing acts of kindness for the creatures and people you meet along the way. The kindness system is a real mechanic. Your good deeds ripple outward and affect the world around you. You can play the whole thing solo or with friends, online or in local split screen. Village in the Shade looks like a normal farming sim, and honestly, for a while, it is one. You move to a beautiful, hand-painted Japanese mountain village called Kagatsu, and you start doing all the things you'd expect. Planting crops, decorating your homestead, fishing, crafting, attending cherry blossom viewings and summer festivals, getting to know your quirky neighbors. The art style is stunning, hand-drawn with anime-influenced character designs and this slightly dreamy visual tone. But then there are the rules. The village has strict guidelines that residents are expected to follow. Don't talk to strangers, don't leave the village boundaries, and most importantly, don't go out at night. The game is from Nippon Ichi Software, the folks behind Disgaea, so they know how to layer intrigue into a familiar setting.
You don't have to dig into the mystery if you just want to farm and relax, but the darker thread is always there waiting. Professor Layton is finally back, and this time he and Luke are heading to America, specifically to a place called Steam Bison, a steampunk city that's apparently surpassed even London in how fast it's developed, all powered by advanced steam technology. Set a year after Unwound Future, the story kicks off when a mysterious incident in Steam Bison pulls the professor and his apprentice into another deep mystery. The gameplay stays true to the series formula. You explore beautifully animated environments, talk to residents, uncover clues, and solve a massive variety of logic puzzles that range from gentle brain teasers to genuinely challenging. There are over 180 puzzles in the game, and the new entry adds some fresh mechanics, including exploration segments and an inventory system. For new players, this works as a standalone story. You don't need to know the previous games to enjoy it. From the same studio that made Snufkin, Melody of Moomin Valley, comes a brand new Moomin adventure, and this time you're playing as Moomintroll himself. The story is inspired by Tove Jansson's novel Moominland Midwinter. Moomintroll wakes up early from hibernation and finds himself alone in a world he barely recognizes. Moomin Valley is covered in frost, and the Lady of the Cold has changed everything. So Moomintroll, who at first just wants someone to take care of him, slowly learns to look outward and help others who need it more. The gameplay is a story-driven, cozy puzzle adventure. You wander through beautiful winter landscapes inspired by Nordic nature, meet both old and new characters, solve environmental puzzles, and slowly forge connections along the way. It's played in a top-down perspective, with a soft, warm visual style that feels like you're inside an illustrated children's book. Animula Nook is one of the more creative concepts on this list. You've somehow shrunk down to a tiny size, and now you're living on a corner of a desk towering coffee mugs, massive bookshelves, forgotten coins and buttons scattered around like treasure. The game is a life sim at its core, but everything around you is a giant version of ordinary household objects, and that's what makes it feel totally fresh. You build your little homestead from odds and ends, grow oversized crops in flower pots, collect sunlight and raindrops as crafting resources, and explore areas like the Whoopa Woods hidden among houseplants. You also meet and befriend a cast of characters called Minis, small, whimsical beings who live alongside you, and the more time you spend with them, the more their personal stories unfold. The style is inspired by modern animated cartoons with bright, cartoony 3D visuals, and it has online multiplayer so you can share the experience with friends. InKonbini is exactly what it sounds like. You run a small Japanese convenience store in the early 1990s. You play as Makoto Hayakawa, a college student who ends up looking after her aunt's konbini for the summer while her aunt is away. The daily routine is the whole game. Stock shelves, organize displays, order new inventory, and most importantly, talk to the people who come in. Every customer has a story, and through their conversations and your choices, you slowly piece together the lives of everyone in this small, close-knit neighborhood. The simulation is light and low pressure, but the narrative is rich and genuinely moving. The 90s Japan aesthetic is executed beautifully. The pixel art, the layout of the store, the way the neighborhood looks at different times of day. You can call your aunt for advice, chat with regulars on the landline, and explore the area around the shop. Solarpunk is a cozy survival crafting game set in a world of floating islands high above the clouds. And the whole aesthetic is this hopeful, eco-friendly future where renewable energy actually works. You start with nothing and gradually build a life in the sky, constructing a home, growing food, crafting tools, setting up wind turbines and solar panels, and exploring distant islands using your own customizable airship. The resource systems tie into the environment beautifully. You harvest sunlight, wind, and water to power everything. And eventually, you can automate basic tasks so you have more time to just explore and enjoy the view. The game supports up to 4-player online co-op, so you can build this sky life together with friends, though there's no crossplay. It's been developed by a 2-person German team called Cyberware and has over 1 million wishlists on Steam, which tells you how hungry people are for this one. Fields of Mistria is shaping up to be one of the most promising cozy RPGs heading into 2026, blending familiar farming sim mechanics with a stronger focus on magic, exploration, and character-driven storytelling. Set in a town recovering from disaster, the game builds a relaxed but meaningful gameplay loop where farming, crafting, and relationships all tie into rebuilding the community. What makes it stand out is how it mixes cozy elements with light dungeon exploration, giving progression more weight without breaking the chill atmosphere. The anime-inspired pixel art gives it a nostalgic feel, but the systems aim to feel modern and more layered than older titles in the genre. While the full 1.0 release is planned for 2026, The console version, including potential Nintendo Switch or Switch 2 support, hasn't been fully confirmed yet. Starsand Island is an anime-inspired life sim where you leave the city behind and return to an island you grew up on, and the whole journey is framed as a personal healing process. You farm tropical crops, fish, raise animals like capybaras and cats and dogs, decorate your own villa, and slowly uncover the island's mysterious ruins and ancient secrets. The building system here is one of the deepest in the genre. It's closer to The Sims than Animal Crossing, letting you actually reshape walls, roofs, and layouts rather than just placing furniture. You can also glide along the coast on a longboard, zip through forests on a retro scooter, and eventually sail out to discover neighboring islands. The Switch 2 version was in early access on PC and Xbox since February, and it's been getting strong reviews. The full 1.0 release on Switch 2 is set for summer 2026 and will include quality and performance modes, mouse controls, and game chat support. Outbound is van life as a cozy game, and it works so well. You start with a completely empty camper van and turn it into your dream mobile home using a modular building system, adding rooms, furniture, workstations, solar panels, gardens, and more. Then, you drive it through a colorful open world with diverse biomes, finding resources, cooking meals, upgrading your setup, and just soaking in the scenery. The energy system is genuinely cool. You power everything using solar, wind, or water energy, and automating your resource gathering frees you up to actually explore. There are iconic landmarks, hidden spots, environmental challenges, and a whole world of things to discover. The game supports up to 4-player online co-op, so road tripping with friends is absolutely an option. It's been one of the most wishlisted indie games on Steam, with over 1.2 million wishlists. And after a demo on Switch that players absolutely loved, the hype is real. Witchbrook has been in development for nearly a decade, and based on everything we've seen, it's been worth every moment of the wait. You arrive in Mossport, a beautifully detailed seaside city, as the newest student at Witchbrook College, a school for aspiring witches. From there, it's part life sim, part social RPG, and part magical adventure, all rolled into one. You attend classes, practice spells, brew potions, forage in Shad Hollow Forest, sell crafts at the Sunday market, participate in seasonal events, and build deep relationships with a huge cast of characters. Friendships, romances, rivalries, the world is enormous. The full map of Mossport covers forests, beaches, a lively high street, farmlands, a student village, and more. The pixel art style is stunning, and the systems are deeply layered, built by the studio that published Stardew Valley. Up to 4 players can explore Mossport together in online co-op. That's all 15. Drop a comment on which one you're most excited for. And if you're already playing any of these, let me know how they are. Like and subscribe if this helped, and I'll see you in the next one.